characters in the film, they go through some kind of process which allows them to be able to travel. It's not like they're traveling to a different time. I think that their timeline starts reversing with the normal timeline of time. So like I think what happens is you go through some kind of process and you're able to reverse from where you just started.
You think it's like an inborn gift or an innate gift?
No, like I think because in the film there were some of the characters are wearing breathing masks, and it seems like he goes through some kind of initiation process to be part of this group of people that can do this.
Yeah.
So it seems like there's some kind of process in initiation to be able to enter this different this plane of time manipulation.
It's like time travel with James Bond.
Yeah.
I love his movies always have like a James Bond sense. Well, not like all of them, but like Inception and this one kind of like,
international and espionage.
Just a bunch of rich dudes in really nice suits, like getting up to no good, like breaking crime.
Yeah, John David Washington's climbing up a building in a perfectly tailored polo.
With Robert Pattinson.
In slacks.
3-piece suits. They both look awesome in it. They look like they have really good rapport together.
Yeah.
And
I can't wait to see Washington because I loved him in Black Klansman. I didn't see him in anything else. I haven't seen his TV show.
What was he on? What was he in before Black Klansman? Was he into something?
He was on the Dwayne Johnson show.
Ballers?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
He plays an athlete on it.
Well, it's ironic. He's in the NFL, which is crazy.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was a running back.
Oh, no way.
You didn't know this?
No.
He wasn't like a very, like, obviously great running back, but he was in the NFL.
Really?
For like a couple of years.
I didn't know that.
He was like a second, third string guy. Yeah, that's why it's so cool to see someone like that become so successful somewhere else, especially in like an art form like acting, because he's a world-class athlete too, which makes him perfect for action movies.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got great discipline.
Yeah, and I mean his dad's Denzel, so his dad, whooped him into shape, I'm sure.
Denzel seems like a good dad. From what I've seen, he preaches a lot about like self-worth and self-motivation and helping other people. You know what I mean?
And I'm sure he was like ecstatic that his son made the NFL, and now he's even more ecstatic that his son's in a Chris Nolan movie.
Yeah, the biggest movie of the year.
It's so cool.
The most talked about movie of the year.
Every time, yeah. It's gonna make his movies always make $600 million at least. It's insane.
No matter the genre.
That's what's so amazing about him, because he actually makes you think. He actually brings that like the independent film vibe, the great script vibe to a blockbuster sized movie with the craziest shit you'll ever see, but makes you think so much. Like people still think about Inception.
People still talk about it.
I was talking about Inception the other day.
Yeah.
People still like ask what it's about, and they ask like what happens in the end. It's like it's up to you what happens in the end.
I think this is gonna have a similar ambiguous takeaway as well.
Rather than Interstellar was pretty much this is what happened. Well, no, they left it open. He left it open for Interstellar. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. What am I thinking?
It's open to interpretation in
You're right.
Interstellar.
He does consistently.
The only thing that's not is Dunkirk.
Yeah, that's
in the Batman movie.
But I love how he made an actual non-fictional movie too.
Yeah, this film it's very interesting, and the trailer seems like it doesn't give anything away, but it looks great. I'm curious to see, to hear Ludwig van Göransson's score for it, because Hans isn't doing the score.
Because Hans is busy doing Dune.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? You gotta do Dune, playa. You gotta do that, Hans.
Can't blame him for that.
I can't wait to see.
But Van Göransson just won the Oscar, so 2 years ago for Black Panther.
Yeah. So
he's real good, and he did the Mandalorian score. I've never watched the show except for one episode, but I like the score a lot.
I listened to a little bit of the Mandalorian score. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch that show though.
I watched the first episode.
No freaking way I'll watch any Star Wars shows. Maybe if there's an Obi Wan Kenobi show with Ewan McGregor, I'll watch that. Maybe
I'd watch that.
Maybe
I'd watch that.
But like, it'd have to be cool, man. How can you mess that up though?
Yeah, it's like
you can't mess up an Obi Wan Kenobi show with Ewan McGregor. That'd be so cool.
I can't wait. I hope it happens.
It'd be amazing.
I think it could take place like while Luke Skywalker's a little kid, and he's protecting him from afar.
But he's pretty old now.
Yeah, but Obi-Wan's old in the first Star Wars.
Oh yeah. Never mind. My bad.
When Luke's a little kid.
My bad. I wasn't even thinking about that.
And then Obi-Wan's like he's living like kind of nearby.
It'll probably be like that show Gotham.
Yeah.
Where Bruce Wayne's a kid.
Yeah. Maybe they'll make. Actually, you're right. They'll definitely make Luke a character.
Yeah.
There's no way they couldn't.
You're right. You came up.
Fans
with
would go crazy for that.
Dude, the Star Wars fanatics would just be.
Oh my, Luke Skywalker. Baby Luke.
Like the baby Yoda stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The Disney's smart, man. They know how to market people. Let's make a baby Yoda. We'll turn it into a doll.
Dude, people went apeshit for that.
It's the biggest meme of the year. Baby Yoda.
Oh my god. But it's funny speaking of John David Washington because I watched a Denzel movie last night, The Equalizer 2.
Is it good?
It's fucking awesome.
I like the first one. It's pretty good.
This one was better.
Really?
It was awesome.
Who directed it?
Fakua, Antoine.
Did he really? He did the first one too, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't
Antoine, man.
That's pretty cool. Denzel's the man, dude.
They're both awesome.
The GOAT, man.
It was dude, it was great.
You can see that John David Washington has like has some of his father and some of that charm.
He's got his voice too. His voice.
It's similar and a little different too. It's a little more high pitched.
Wait till you watch him in something like it's like when I watch BlacKkKlansman, I'm like, oh my god, it's Denzel.
No, yeah,
talking.
me too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And he looks a lot like him too.
Mm.
The mannerisms for sure, he's very similar. But just the confidence, he exudes confidence. You can tell, and he looks like he's gonna kill it in this movie.
You need to have confidence to be able to lead a movie like this.
Absolutely.
Because imagine getting hired. This is like you just made a Spike Lee movie, which was. It's a big deal, but that movie probably had a $30 million budget tops.
Yeah.
And now you're talking about
and people saw it, but not like this.
And then now you're talking about a movie with $250 million behind it and a crew of 200 people every day working together.
And like one of the most legendary living directors alive.
Well, Spike Lee is too.
Yeah.
But this I'm talking about the size of it. Like this movie was so big that the entire crew traveled together. And they would book huge airliners to fly from country to country, the entire crew of the film. So like 200, 300 people flying. Like they just bought out the whole plane to go like Istanbul or go to wherever else they're filming.
Cool. That'd be so
and
cool.
They go to a city and they take it over, like hundreds of people, not just the crew, and then they hire crew in the cities to help. And it's like hundreds of people are involved in every scene of this. And like the set pieces in this seem. What I've read is they're like the biggest set pieces he's done so far.
In a practical sense.
And I think there's 5 or 6 huge set pieces in this movie.
Well, dude, he really crashed the 747 into a building.
Yeah.
Because he's like, well, we did the numbers and it turned out to be more efficient to actually use a real 747 instead of CGI.
I believe that, yeah.
Because he's like, we were going to use miniatures and models and like explosion effects and CGI, but it's like, it's cheaper to just crash a fucking plane into a building.
Believe it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the the shots of it are so cool. Like first of all, you can't really get a bad shot of a plane crashing into a building.
But then you have Hoyt Van Hoytema filming it.
So cool, man. So bad.
Hoyt's gonna be his guy from now on.
Yeah,
forever.
Sure Wally got the cut.
Well, I don't know what Wally's doing. My guess is that he's making commercials now.
He's not. He's not like on a movie or anything.
Yeah. Well, my guess is he's directing commercials.
You can look up on IMDb right there.
I have. No films or anything.
Yeah.
So he's probably filming commercials and ads, making a ton of money, but
yeah, maybe he just doesn't want the movie life of like the.
No, he lost Warner Brothers $200 million. You can't get a movie. After that.
With Transcendence.
Yeah, you can't. No one will ever give you money.
Do you think he just wouldn't want to go back to being a cinematographer only?
I don't think he would want to.
You think he's good enough to be a director?
I think if you make a big film like that, he was probably like, I'm not going to be someone else's boss ever.
I guess it's kind of like football when you're like a head coach for like 10 years.
You can't be an assistant again.
But I mean, Jason Garrett, though, for the Cowboys, not to get off topic, but like he had no other option.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess Wally has plenty of money in the bank. He's okay.
He probably doesn't. I mean, I understand he wouldn't want to be the number 2. Well, not even the number 2, but like just when you're a cinematographer, you're part of the crew that the director's in charge of and overseeing. But I'm sure after Transcendence, he couldn't get another film made because it was a big loss. And so my guess is he's making a ton of money directing commercials and ads.
And it seems like Chris has no problem like not working with someone ever again.
He's a professional, I think.
Yeah, he's just, it's not like he gets attached to people, but like he has no problem being like, all right, yeah, you're just not going to be in the next movie. You're not going to be part of it.
Yeah.
And I think that who knows what happened between them, but I mean, Wally's great at what he does.
But it is interesting because Nolan put up money for Transcendence, so I'm sure he lost like 30 mil.
Yeah, maybe you're probably right. Maybe they had a falling out.
They could have. I doubt it, but they could have. I mean, it was because Transcendence was a Warner Brothers Syncopy and I think Legendary co-production.
What a bad movie, dude.
Yeah.
What a bad freaking movie.
I think it made like $50 million overall.
I still don't get how they read the script for that movie and were like, oh, this would be great.
The thing is, like, when the names are behind it, and they had Johnny Depp. When you have Johnny Depp, especially, it makes screenlighting something a lot easier.
True, and I'm sure when they give like the actual presentations to the studio, it's like Chris is in the room.
No one ever sets out to make a bad movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
everyone has the best intentions and just some people just like it doesn't work, you know.
I would have read the script and been like, this vision is too complicated and it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And like, it's your first movie. You should probably start with something small. I mean, take it easy.
I think that he should have done something small too.
You're going straight from, you've been working on blockbuster movies your whole career for like the last 20 years, but like you're not in charge of the blockbuster movie. You're not directing it. You're not in charge. You're in charge of the cinematography. Yeah, it's a huge department on a film, but like that's it, man. You don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to worry about the whole entire ship running.
Yeah.
And the writing and the script and everything. You're just worried about like, does this look amazing or not? That's all you got to do.
Yeah. But I'm sure that's what he's doing now.
Yeah, probably just making bank.
But the thing is, like with someone like Nolan, is like his vision. He keeps it consistent and it's clear, so it doesn't matter who the cinematographer is. It's gonna look lens the same. Like
you couldn't even tell it's not Wall-E almost.
Yeah, because it's Nolan's vision, and he's telling them what he wants, and they're applying their knowledge to achieve the things that he wants to look.
Yeah, I would say Interstellar looked different than the rest of his other movies because that was the first one Hoyt did.
Yeah.
But aside from that, this one looks like Inception. It looks exactly like Inception.
Yeah. Well, it's film, a lot of film and a lot of practical lights. It just looks the same.
I love the shot in the trailer of them, the three of them talking like in the middle of like
a
crowded street.
Just like LA
classic Inception shot. Just like a 360 shot of them talking around with
going over some plan.
A crazy plan.
And that's definitely like in the middle of a montage where we're getting a lot of exposition.
Doing a lot of training.
I could watch that for hours.
Pre-mission stuff.
Tom Hardy will just show up around the corner.
Yeah. Kick JGL out of his chair.
I feel like there's someone in this movie that we don't know about. Same thing with Matt Damon in Interstellar.
Maybe.
I think it's possible.
Because it would make sense to have like another big name in there.
Damon had a big role in Interstellar. No one knew he was in it.
Dude, I forgot Matt Damon was in that movie. I remember hearing about it before the movie came out.
He plays the antagonist, man.
And then I totally forgot about it. They did such a good job like making it seem like he's not even in the movie at all. And then he comes out in Interstellar when they reveal
like
Matt
an hour
Damon.
And a half into the movie.
And I was like, oh my, I like pointed at the screen. I was like.
I remember in the theater when it was revealed that the person in the box was him. I feel like the entire audience gasped. Like,
no, absolutely, yeah.
The entire audience.
Everyone did.
It was a great reaction, great reveal.
That was one of the best reveals I've ever seen in my life. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Because they did such a good job. Yeah. He wasn't even on the build cast or nothing.
Nothing. He didn't do any interviews, no press.
No photos.
I bet it was like a dream job for him. He gets to make a Nolan movie and no press at all.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Me? No press. He doesn't have to answer the same question.
And he gets to play a villain, which he never really gets to do.
Yeah.
Which is cool. He's like a good villain, but like
an empathizable villain. Yeah.
But like, oh man, that was such a good reveal.
But I can't wait to see Kenneth Branagh as the villain in this one.
Is he the villain?
Yeah, he's got a Russian accent. He's definitely the villain.
Well, I mean, you could say that Ken Watanabe was kind of like the same kind of role that he's in. Maybe they're trying to accomplish something. No, technically, Ken Watanabe's a villain.
Ken Watanabe in what?
Inception.
No, he's not.
Kind of. He's making them.
He's part of the team.
But the team, what's the mission?
He's the catalyst of the story.
Yeah, but the mission is to destroy another company.
No, the villain is the villain is time itself, I guess.
No, but in terms of like there being kind of a bad guy, Ken Watanabe's kind of a bad guy.
He's not the bad guy. They had the choice to do the job or not.
Yeah, but I know that. I know that they had the choice, but it's still sketchy that they're trying to bring down an entire other corporation.
Yeah, but Ken Watanabe was trying to save an industry.
He's trying to save his company.
No, but if he says like the entire industry is going to be dominated by this and no other
he could have been just jerking them off, man. He's like, oh yeah, if we don't stop this company, they'll take over the world. You never thought about that?
Yeah, I guess he did have some self-interest in the
completely plot. Self-interested, completely. But it's like getting McDonald's. Like McDonald's is hiring Leo DiCaprio to bring down Burger King. That's what it was. It's the same thing.
It's a good point. But Kenneth Branagh definitely looks like the villain in this.
Could be
because he's
that's prejudice
Russian
against
accent.
Russian people.
No,
that's prejudice.
No, he's talking to John David Washington in that threatening manner in the trailer, and then he's in the car. He's got Elizabeth Debicki. He's doing the countdown in his hands, and she's crying. So clearly, he's holding her against his will. So I'm guessing he's the antagonist.
He's probably the villain. You're probably right. I'm cool. I'm glad she's in it. I think she's awesome. I like her a lot in Man from U.N.C.L.E. She's
and
really
Widows.
She's a really good villain. Oh yeah, she's in Widows too.
Yeah,
she's pretty good. That movie's pretty cool.
Which one?
Widows.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But she's awesome in Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah.
She's a really good villain. Really creepy. But she seems like a good guy.
Which seems like a good guy in this one. But Kenneth Branagh is awesome. I bet he's gonna keep working with Nolan a lot.
Yeah, I mean, because what they did Dunkirk, and they do
Just Dunkirk.
Just Dunkirk.
Yeah, but they're very similar. Kenneth Branagh has directed a ton of films.
Yeah,
and he was one of the biggest users of IMAX of 65 and 70 millimeter film in the 90s. He made a lot of Shakespeare adaptations.
Yeah, he's a big theater director.
He did King Richard, and he did Hamlet, and something else, and he shot them all in 65 millimeter.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
he's a very cool guy.
Boss.
Outside of like England, people don't really understand like his impact on films. Probably.
Yeah, his biggest was in the 90s. So
people don't even know he directed Thor.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. I wish they didn't do the blonde eyebrows, but you know,
the blonde beard.
Oh my God, Thor 1, he looks so bad.
They're definitely still trying to figure things out.
He's jacked as fuck, but he looks like an action figure. He literally looks like an action figure.
Bleach blonde beard.
Bleach blonde beard, bleach blonde goatee or eyebrows, bleach blonde hair. It's just like, what the? They probably bleached his fucking calf hair.
They went a little too close to the comic book for
Dude,
that.
a little much. They figured it out.
Yeah, eventually.
I mean,
just let Hemsworth look like Hemsworth.
Literally, just have him be him.
The last Thor was just Chris Hemsworth.
Why would they change him? Hemsworth is like a god on earth, and like, oh, he doesn't look good enough. What are you talking about? Look at that guy. That's a man. Gets his haircut in Thor Ragnarok. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, but his haircut in Thor Ragnarok is a Chris Hemsworth haircut.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I was just like, oh, he's back. Thank God. Thank God.
I'm actually I'm curious to see Christian Bale in the new one.
In the new Marvel?
Thor.
So he's the villain in Thor?
He's gonna play the villain.
All right, I'll see that. I'll see that. I mean,
they better not CGI him.
No, well, actually, you never know. But because Christian Bale always picks only like really good roles. It's interesting to see him pick a Marvel role.
It's got to be good.
And to see the impact that it's having on like auteur actors, because he really only works with great stories and great directors.
Christian Bale's never made a bad movie.
And like the script's got to be real good. The idea's got to be real good.
It's got to be a fun character. I bet it's a chance for him to play his comedy talents.
Because Thor Ragnarok was awesome.
Yeah,
that might be one of the top three.
It's my favorite Marvel movie.
It's
really
three.
Funny.
Like that and Winter Soldier are like my favorite ones. But Ragnarok was hilarious. The first time I saw it,
funny.
Cracking up the whole time. And it's actually good.
Yeah,
it's really good the whole time. There's not really that many bad things to say about it. I mean, Matt Damon had a cameo too, but like, there's got to be a reason why Christian Bale is gonna be in a Marvel movie.
It's gotta be an awesome role.
Everyone else is like, yeah, whatever. They're all just getting paid, like whatever. They're getting paid. They don't give a fuck.
Getting that Marvel money.
Who cares? Just get paid.
But that's the thing. I'll watch anything Christian Bale does. So
true.
And it's not like he needs money. I mean, he did 3 Batman movies. He's gotten paid.
He's probably got like $100 million in the bank.
He's probably made $100 million just from Batman.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk about back end incentives and royalties.
Yeah, he's set for life.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's such a cool guy. He deserves it. I love that guy. Yeah. He seems like a great guy. Every interview I've seen of him, he just seems like, oh, what a good guy. I wish I was as nice as him. Still drives his old car and everything.
Wears jeans from the like 2000s.
Yeah, like if I was super rich, I wouldn't ball out too hard. You know, I'm really like interested in like saving money long term now.
Yeah,
I would get like a cool car. Nothing crazy.
I'd get a new Subaru.
I'd get like a Subaru.
They're pretty cool now.
You're such a dork. I wouldn't get. I mean, like obviously, like it's so cool to think. Oh, I get like a Ferrari. I get like a Porsche GTR 30S. But like, just get me like.
Why do you need a $700,000 car?
Give me like.
Why does anyone need a $700,000 car?
That's an expensive car. That's
a lot of money.
What car is? That's a race car.
A lot of people are starving in the world. And people want to spend almost $1 million on like one of their cars.
I just want like a modern modified like muscle car that's completely rebuilt from the inside and has like Bluetooth and like like a good air conditioner.
I'm sure you could do that for $50,000. That's not that much.
You do it for like 100. No, like 100. Drop 100. I want it to be like pimped out. I want it to be nice.
Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
Oh, Pimp My Ride.
Who's the host? Which rapper was it? Exhibit.
Or was that? Yeah, Exhibit,
yeah.
What a ridiculous show. What a ridiculous show.
That show fed the idea of souped up cars big time.
But the cars were like shitty. They would like just put like Gucci like upholstery.
Yeah, they would
in
just
it.
like take a random car and then take it to the garage and put like Prada print and
But
like,
I remember
new
watching it,
ribs.
like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, when you're 12, it's cool.
Oh my god, what a bad show.
MTV, man.
What kind of car do you think Chris Nolan drives?
I think Nolan drives some kind of small SUV.
I could see that.
If he even drives.
He probably doesn't drive that often.
Yeah.
It's precious cargo. This is a point
He doesn't
where
even have a phone.
he's like a president.
He doesn't have a phone.
That's right.
I wouldn't have a phone if I didn't have to.
I mean, if you didn't have to, I wouldn't.
His
either.
wife is his producing partner, so she handles everything.
Yeah.
If he needs to like talk to someone, I'm sure she just and he's got assistants.
He's got assistants, yeah.
So it's not like
Publicists.
it's not like he's incapable of communicating.
Yeah.
If I had that power that freedom to not need to own a phone, I wouldn't own a phone.
I get that. There's no need for it. Dude, who cares? Call him. He'll figure it out. Call his wife.
Like Bill Murray and his 1-800 number.
He's a 1-800 number.
That's how you hire Bill Murray.
Does anyone know it?
So Bill Murray has a cell phone, but it's a 1-800 number, and you can't call him. All you can do is leave a voicemail. He won't answer the phone. So you call him and leave a voicemail, and he'll listen to the voicemail. And if he's interested in talking to you, he'll call you back. But only a few people know the number, and you have to have like talents, or you need to be well known by him to be able to get the number.
Well, can you imagine a guy like that if his number was out, not even just to the public, but like in Hollywood with actors and stuff and producers? You imagine how many phone calls he'd get a day?
Oh yeah,
he'd probably get 1,000 phone calls a day at least.
He doesn't even have an agent.
That's pretty cool.
He hasn't had an agent for decades.
That's like Paul Newman never had an agent.
Yeah, he listens to voicemails, and if he likes him, he likes the producer or filmmaker or writer, he'll call them back and talk about the project. That's how Wes Anderson first got him.
That's pretty cool.
But it worked negatively one time for one of his roles. You know how he voiced Garfield the cat?
Yeah. What
happened was the producer and writer, his name is Ethan Cohen, Ethan, but it's pronounced Eaton, like Eaton.
Mm-hmm.
And so he left. He's like, hey, this is Ethan. Oh, I think it is pronounced Ethan. He's like, hey, this is Ethan Cohen. I'm making a Garfield movie. I'd love for you to voice Garfield. And so Bill Murray listened to it. He was like, oh, is that like Ethan Cohen, like Joel and Ethan Cohen? The Cohen brothers are making Garfield. So then he called him back. He's like, yeah, I'd love to do the movie. So he signed on to voice Garfield. And then he found out that it wasn't the Coen brothers. It was just this guy, Ethan Cohen.
It's like the worst.
So that's how he got the role of Garfield.
That's so funny because he hates that movie.
No, he did a sequel.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, how come? What was it in Zombieland? They're like when he's like playing himself. He's like, what do you regret? He's like, this maybe Garfield.
It's just him poking fun at himself.
Because
that's how he signed on to do Garfield. He thought it was the Coen brothers making
a sequel to Garfield.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's Garfield, and he has a brother who's British.
I liked Garfield the comic strip when I was a kid. I loved it. It was my favorite one.
Yeah.
But I don't
know. Yeah, we used to watch it we used to read it in the funny papers.
Yeah, in the funny pages, kid.
Yeah, we look at the funny pages and the weather.
But I don't see how that would work. But I guess I want to see Sonic though. So Sonic's supposed to be funny.
Yeah, I'd watch it for Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, did you hear Adam Sandler was watching it and he called Jim Carrey from the theater to tell him how funny it was?
I don't understand why that's a news story. Slow news day.
There's nothing else going on.
That was like the headlines on every website for a day.
This is before
Adam Sandler called Jim Carrey.
Dude, this was like 2 weeks ago. There was nothing going on.
I remember. I'm like, why are we talking about this?
Because it's just Corona going on. Nothing. The little bit of news you hear is just like blows up.
Oh, we're gonna watch Uncut Gems soon.
Yeah, that movie's great.
I can't wait.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Either one. That movie's amazing. I can't believe he didn't get nominated for an Oscar.
It's because the movie didn't get nominated for an Oscar.
And he's a comedian.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, he didn't get nominated for Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love is amazing. Paul Thomas Anderson's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the man.
He's the man. But yeah, if the movie doesn't get Oscar attention, your actors most likely aren't going to get Oscar attention.
Unless it's like the right story.
Or unless it's Meryl Streep or Daniel Day-Lewis, they're going to get nominated no matter what because they're so good.
Meryl Streep takes a shit and she gets nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, it's a really good shit.
It's a really, really dramatic shit.
It's a fantastic shit. Very believable.
It's a unique character, that shit.
Nah, she's great. I love her older movies too.
she's pretty good. She's all right.
She's the GOAT. She's one of the GOATs, man.
I think Daniel Day's the GOAT. She's like top 3.
She's one of the best to ever do it for sure.
Yeah.
I think he is the best to ever do it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will ever be as good as him because of what he gives his roles and in terms of like giving his life to his roles.
There's something. It's pretty amazing. He's won 3 Oscars and he's only made like 15 movies.
Mm-hmm.
He's won 3 Oscars, and he makes a fraction of the movies that someone else his age has made.
Yeah, Meryl Streep makes a movie a year.
I think she's got 17 or 18 nominations.
Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah,
absolutely insane.
So like if he made as many movies as she did, but also you got to factor in like he can't do that because of his process is different from her process.
Yeah,
you know,
because he probably spends a year getting ready.
Oh yeah,
half a year. At least. Half a year getting into the role.
He was living as Abraham Lincoln in Virginia.
That? Yeah, being Abraham Lincoln and like his wife coming home to that all the time.
She must get used to it. But she's a filmmaker herself, so she understands it.
Gotcha.
Her name's Rebecca Miller. She's made a few movies.
But like still, like one day you just gotta come home and be like, Daniel, just stop with the Abraham Lincoln bullshit for one night. Oh my God, I can't take it.
You're gonna have sex with Abe Lincoln.
I don't want to have sex with Abraham Lincoln tonight. Can it just be you? Can it just be you for once? Put away the top hat. Oh my
Rebecca,
God.
we've got to do this. We've got to plant the seed.
All you're doing is eating
I'm
steak.
the president.
Steak and milk every night for dinner. My God.
I wonder what he's doing right now.
Chilling.
I'm curious.
Cobbling.
Yeah.
Writing.
I remember like literally 2 days after I got my flip phone, there was a photo of him online on a flip phone in a park texting, and I was like, "Oh man, that's awesome!" It made me feel good about myself. I was like, "Okay, I'm not totally crazy." I was like, if he's doing it, then I feel good about doing it.
No, man, go for it. I mean, you do you. Like, I don't do it because of what I do. Like, I can't not have a smartphone.
I know, yeah.
With the content. I mean, it'd be nice not to, but I gotta do it. I gotta be on it every day.
Yeah, but I can't help but feel like it's attractive to me, like to be able to be cut off. Like I'm sure he's cut off from so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy being cut off.
Because a lot of people just don't know how to focus on what really matters in your life and what's gonna affect you in the long haul.
Yeah.
And like, there's so many things that are just pointless. They're futile to even think about.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point even looking at it.
Yeah, I just don't waste my headspace with things that don't matter to me, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to write every day like you do and create and come up with ideas all the time if I was just busy jerking off on Instagram all day. But like, I go on Instagram every day, but I still put in work. I do my work every day. Come up with ideas, writing scripts, editing, filming. I do stuff every day.
Mm. So
it justifies the habit.
And he's a inspiration for me because of his commitment to his craft, and how he's able to shut everything else out and just focus. Like, can you think of anyone else who focuses as much as him on their craft? Like only like a few people do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe some athletes.
Yeah, some athletes. Like the guy got real tattoos for a movie. You know?
Are those for a movie?
This is for a boxing. No, like he has a ton of tattoos, but
yeah, he's tatted up.
He got tattoos on his hand when he played a boxer.
No way.
Yeah.
For the movie?
Yeah.
He's insane.
Yeah, he got real tattoos.
Can you imagine if he ever played an amputee?
And he actually fought in an amateur bout.
He'd cut his leg off.
He fought in an amateur boxing bout before the movie because he trained so hard and he got so good. Mm-hmm. And he actually did a professional amateur fight.
Did he lose the fight or win?
I think he won.
That's crazy. I gotta look that up.
Yeah. He's the most believable boxer, I think.
He looks like a boxer, kind of. He's just got like that gritty look to him.
Mm. Well, that's the thing with his face, and especially his nose. He's got like, it looks like it's been broken. He's got a face
like mine compared to yours. Someone broke my nose.
But Daniel DayLewis has this face that is suited to period pieces.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like he seeing him in a modern film wouldn't really make sense.
Seeing him in normal outfits, it looks weird.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
But seeing him in period pieces, like any kind of period, like it's like okay, I believe this.
He's
Abe Lincoln, yeah, like I believe it, no problem.
He's a guy in 19th century New York.
Yeah,
believable.
Yeah, he's Bill the Butcher. I believe that for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But also each role, like he not only looks completely different. Yeah, his mannerisms are different, but like he always has something incredibly different about his hair and Last
of the Mohicans, he doesn't look like himself at all.
Yeah, not at all.
It's Pretty nuts.
And like Phantom Thread, like clean shaven, gray, slick black hair. You know.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's insane.
He's a treasure.
I hope he makes another one. We'll see.
Nah, he's done.
He's retired twice.
You know, Paul Thomas Anderson would be like, "Yo, I got this idea. You're gonna play a gardener,
or Marty.
You're gonna play a gardener who loves roses.
The auspicious gardener." That's Paul Thomas Anderson's next movie.
You know, he'd be like,
The
"Oh man,
auspicious gardener.
oh that sounds so good. I've always wanted to play a gardener."
The dude was retired for 5 years, and then Scorsese talked him into Gangs of New York.
Wow.
He was retired. He became a professional cobbler, and he was living in, I think, Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Scorsese and his producing partner, they had the gang script, and they were trying to get it going. And they're like, you know, who would be perfect for this is Daniel Day.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, oh, he's retired though. So they reached out to him. And they reached out to him like several times, and he kept rejecting it and turning it down because they made Age of Innocence together in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So they've worked together before. And then he finally said yes to it after like a year of courtship.
That's why I love Marty. Like any other director really would have been like, "Oh, we'll just find someone else."
Yeah.
He's like, "We need him. That's the only way we can make this movie."
He's like, we need to have Daniel Day-Lewis. He's the only person that can pull this off.
Even with Leo signed on,
Yeah.
we can't do it without Daniel Day.
Yeah. It's necessary.
Yeah. That's
Like,
so
who
cool.
else could have played Bill the Butcher, man?
No one.
Like, who could pull that off the way he did?
I don't think anyone could have.
Like, he's like, I think that's his most underrated role. He's so good in that movie.
I think that's his most iconic role, though.
I think over time his most iconic role will be Lincoln, especially because he won the Oscar for it.
Dude, no one saw Lincoln. No one saw that movie. I watched that
People
movie.
saw Lincoln.
Dude, I fell asleep.
I know, but
15 times when I saw that movie.
Yeah, because you can't pay attention.
I can't pay attention pretty well, but that movie was boring. It was the movie about here's a bunch of old white guys talking. Here's another room with a bunch of old white guys talking.
Yeah, well, that's what it was.
Here's another bunch of old white guys talking. Yeah, well, it was very boring, and it was like 7 hours long. But
I have to agree. Like, Gangs is way more entertaining.
Iconic in terms of like cult following. When people think Daniel Day-Lewis, the average person, when you bring it up, they think
There Will Be Blood.
Oh, Bill the Butcher,
Yeah.
man.
No, I think There Will Be Blood. Daniel Plainview.
I don't think a lot of people have even seen There Will Be Blood.
Over time, they have.
More people saw
when it came out.
More people saw Gangs in New York because Leo's in it.
Yeah, it made more money for sure. It's a good argument because I think Bill the Butcher is, like, I think it's one of the best villains in film history.
Top, yeah,
He's
for sure.
he's unbelievable in that
Super
movie.
evil.
His accent is just like his clothes, everything about him. His greasy hair.
He looks like
You
he's
know that dude didn't take a shower for 2
Dude, yeah,
months.
yeah.
There's no way Daniel Day-Lewis showered at all.
Yeah, his wife was like, "Daniel, can you just shower?"
You smell like shit.
Be quiet, woman, or I'll gut you.
His fucking accent. This is a kill. That's a kill.
It's pretty good.
But he's endlessly intimidating in that movie.
Yeah.
Endlessly intimidating.
It's disturbing.
It's like him and Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter are just, I think, two incredible villain.
Oh, we should do an episode on best villains.
That would be a really good episode. Oh yeah, we definitely should. We'll make a top 10 list or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the Anthony Hopkins one is crazy. I think he was only on screen for 17 minutes.
I thought it was less than that. It's like 12.
No, it's like 17.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of scenes after, aside from the Clarice scenes with the SWAT team and
Well,
stuff.
yeah, in the cage, in the jail.
in the
Yeah.
cage.
And then cutting that
I think
guy's
he's got
face
like
off.
17 minutes or something.
Anytime someone cuts someone's face off and wears it, that's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy.
Well, who would be your favorite villain?
Oh, that's tough to choose, man. I'd have to sit down and think about it and like hop on Google and like
Look at them.
think about, because you know how it started, like immediately
How you can,
think
yeah.
of the movies.
Yeah,
But Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men.
it's a great choice.
I think he's top 5 villain. I think he's a really good villain. I think even like Tyler Durden's a really good villain too.
Mhm.
I think he's awesome. Because you don't think he's a villain till the end, then you realize that he is.
He's the antagonist the whole time.
Yeah. But I'd have to think about that.
Yeah, I understand.
Maybe not Tyler in the top 10 list, but like Javier Bardem
He's
is
one of my
Anton
favorites.
Chigurh.
Yeah, unbelievable.
So good.
Yeah.
So good in that movie.
I can watch that movie over and over again.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies.
I mean, the Joker in Dark Knight.
Yeah.
One of the best villains of all time.
Mm.
Easily. That'd be a good episode.
Well, yeah, we should definitely do that.
For sure, kid.